3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, Tina Marie from Mojave Model Railroad. Have you ever cheated on your layout? And what did you do to get back into its good graces? Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, and that's coming up next. Hi everybody, Tina Marie from Mojave Model Railroad. Welcome back to my train room. As you can tell, I'm kind of dressed a little bit too formal to be in the train room, but I wanted to do a quick video before I go out and have date night. And what I mean by date night is a couple chocolate martinis with myself to celebrate. So I wanted to kind of go over some things. Have you ever not worked on your layout for a while and felt guilty about it? Or maybe worked on other projects for other people and not your own layout and need to get back into the good graces of your layout? Well, that's kind of what I feel. It's been a kind of a guilt trip over the last 6 months, but I wanted to kind of show you some of the things that I'm working on over the last couple weeks. It's been kind of crazy, but you know, let me show you a couple things. So sometimes when you feel guilty, you go out, if you've cheated, what's the first thing you do? You go out and buy stuff, right? So let me show you kind of some of the stuff that I have bought. So just the other day, I was going to get some paint in Hobby Lobby. I needed some new paint, some different things I wanted to experiment with, and I'm going to show you a little bit later in this video what I'm talking about. But when I was in there, so let me get this, hold on. So check this out. Check these out. These were in Hobby Lobby. I picked up 2 of them. They were 50% off, so it was like 12 bucks a piece or something like that. And you know, I'm always looking for just little things that I can add to my layout. So I thought, wow, this is kind of cool. So I picked up these 2, and then, wait, there's more. So they also had this steam engine, this little print on canvas. And it was like, I don't know, I think it was like $6 or $7 because it was like 50% off. So if you have a Hobby Lobby nearby, you might want to go check out. You can find some really cool things for your train room. Occasionally they do have some train items, pictures and stuff like that. So you never know. So again, when you feel guilty, what do? You go buy stuff. So I bought stuff for my train room, and that's not all. So let me go to some B-roll. All right, pardon for the shaky cameras, but there's not a lot of room, so I have to do this freehand. But notice a lot of my rolling stock is down here on these brand new shelves. These are like $20 3 shelf units. You can get it pick up at Walmart. They're pretty inexpensive, easy to put together, but they do the job. And I removed a lot of my rolling stock that I was storing up here because, wait for it, there it is. Yes, I'm putting a G-scale layout around the top of my train. Yes. Now I have that Dash 9 I showed you in a previous video, the Santa Fe Dash 9 at the train store. I'm still looking at getting that. The problem is I won't be able to run it here because it needs a lot larger radius curves, but I thought this would be kind of just a fun little side project to run on top of my layout as well. So, you know, little G-scale train, nothing special. I got this one actually at an estate sale. Paid next to nothing for it, so just something a little fun. Okay, those of you that have ever worked in a train store know that sometimes the perks are you get first dibs on products before it actually hits the shelf. And there's a story behind these here. Now, a lot of you know back months ago I talked about how we lost Bob at West Side Trains due to COVID back in February. Well, his wife just brought all his trains in and we just bought them from consignment. Now, I went through and picked out some of the ones that I wanted just for sentimental reasons. Bob was one of the few people that I could actually talk to about conspiracy stuff. A lot of fun. But he also had a lot of Boston and Maine stuff. And being from New England, you know, getting some Boston and Maine stuff is pretty cool. He had these really cool tank cars, and I thought I could do some really cool weathering projects with them. And then he had all these CSX, let me get this under the light here, all these really nice CSX coal cars, some on the larger side, and then some naturally some Boston and Maine ones. So I did pick up quite a few of these for my layout. There's no boxes or anything. It was for more sentimental reasons because I know these belong to Bob, and I thought he would definitely want somebody who has a passion for trains and knew him. So that's these trains here. All right, everybody, a lot of you know Aurora Valley. I've done a lot of videos on Aurora Valley, but here is the bridge leading into Aurora Valley. And I needed to get it done in order to work my way over here, which is the UFO area, the montage to Area 51. Yay! Anyways, we're going to go over the workbench. I'm going to show you kind of what I'm working on for this. But also one more thing. I'm going to go up here and show you. So you'll notice the background right here, the little backdrop ends. Well, I'm going to throw a little B-roll in because I just uploaded to the printer, spent some hours working on a new backdrop, and this backdrop is a 2-foot by 8-foot by 2-foot backdrop. So it's going to be 12 feet in total when it gets here. And these 12-foot is going to be added, and I can't wait to add it in here to add a little continuation to the background. But in the meantime, let's head over to the workbench. Let's look at some of the projects I'm currently working on, and you'll see why I don't feel guilty no more. Okay, I'm going to try to make this really, really quick because my workbench is a mess. But anyways, these are the tracks that I've just started to weather. They didn't come with the safety rails, but I added those, as well as did a little weathering. Got a lot more work to do on those. Quickly just put a light dusting on this. I've still got a lot of work to do on this because I am working on the picture. This is kind of the prototype I'm working on. So I kind of loved this rusting on this particular picture, so I printed it out, and that's kind of what I'm going to be going for on the bridge. And then here is the bridge, and you'll notice there's a couple holes in there, and there's a reason for those holes. These are the just light it lights. These are the easy plugs, and 2 of those are going to go in the top of here, which is going to light underneath. But I am also adding these really small, and I don't even know if you can pick it up here in the video, but these really, let me see, really small LEDs. And they are going to go right underneath here. I'm putting 3 of them, and there's going to be 3 little mini posters that'll be illuminated as well. Sort of what you would see in kind of a bus stop type area. That's going to go underneath there. Plus I still got to weather all of these up and make it look like concrete. So there's a lot of work still to do on that. A lot of you who follow my social media know that I had posted these pictures. This is just a quick roundhouse, inexpensive boxcar that I got from Lynn McCordy. I got a bunch of them actually. I think I got like 6 or 8 of them or something like that. And I always like to keep cheap rolling stock around to experiment. Now, I haven't done a weathering video in a long time, haven't weathered for a long time, so you get a little rusty. Pardon the joke. Anyways, I wanted to do a little experimentation because I did pick up some new paints. In fact, some of the graffiti here, let me show you here. So this is the Artist Gel pen set. Really wasn't that expensive, but they very fine prints, fine points on them, so you can do a lot of, inexpensive graffiti. Let me get a little closer here. So you can do some really cool small graffiti work with it. This was hand weathered as well as hand graffiti. Not my greatest work, not my worst work either. But again, when you're experimenting with some different things, you want to try a little rusted roof. Not bad for a $4 boxcar. You can pick up, try some different techniques. And the reason why I pulled those out because I was working on some new paint. And I want to show you here this paint. This is really cool paint. I'm using this for the UFO, but I figured I'd make my own solar system car just for the hell of it to try this paint. Now, it is a two-tone paint. Let me actually show you what it is. So it's this stuff here. It's called Space Dust. And it comes with like 6 different colors. Electric blue, you know, but let me show you here. So if you look, see how it goes from blue to purple depending on what angle you're on? See how cool that is? And this is one of the other colors here. Again, it's it kind of goes from a goldish to like a purple, and I've added some blue to the top there. Actually, this is actually the purple and the green. If you go from this color, you can actually see it. And I thought, how cool would that look on a UFO? But I wanted to test it out through the airbrush and put it on a boxcar. So we're going to do a little solar system. So again, this is another project I'm working on. As well as I'm currently weathering, this is scale trains. A lot of people didn't like these cars, but I bought a few of them. I just thought they were kind of cool. Being black, they're easy to weather up and add graffiti to. So I'm in the process of doing a weathering video on this one. And last but not least is this one here. Yes, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. So this is the car I'm giving away, and I'm currently doing a video on this one. And not sure yet if I'm going to do custom hand graffiti or I'm going to do decal graffiti or a combination of both, maybe a combination of both. But when we hit 1,000 subscribers, one lucky person is going to get this all custom weathered by me. So pretty good deal. Anyways, that's the projects I am working on, as well as a lot of you know I've got a N-scale layout I'm working on. I picked up these from Caboose Hobbies. These are just the simple little throws. I'm going to weather these up and get these on the little N-scale modular layout, and I'll get a video on that as well. So a lot of little projects I'm working on, guys, so enjoy. Well, there you go, guys. 6 months of me cheating on my railroad, and I'm trying to make up for it. I'd love to know if you cheated on your model railroad and what you have done to make up and not feel so guilty. Leave those comments down below in the messaging. Don't forget to like the video. Also hit that little bell icon and share the video. And I'm gonna go cheat again, but this time I'm cheating on my keto diet tonight. So I'm going to get a couple chocolate martinis by myself. But if you ever are in the Vegas area, give me a call, look me up, send me a message. I'd love to meet you. In the meantime, happy model railroad, everybody. Bye-bye.